Prosecutors in the American state of Utah have announced this morning that they will charge Tyler Robinson with the murder of Charlie Kirk and will be seeking the death penalty. Joining us live is CNN's Ed Lavandera. Ed, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, your time. So some extraordinary and fascinating detail was shared by the Attorney General this morning. Ed, can you run us through it?
Well, actually, a great amount of detail that we had not really learned before. But let me just start off by telling you that there are 7 criminal charges that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is now facing, including aggravated murder. And all of the charges include tampering with evidence and obstruction of justice. But that murder charge carries with it the potential for the death penalty, which prosecutors say they will continue to pursue. Some of the other details really kind of entails a number of issues on a couple different fronts. First of all, we learned that there was more from the suspect's mother, who was also involved in identifying the 22-year-old suspect in the hours after authorities here started putting out pictures from surveillance videos of the shooting scene at the campus here in Utah where Charlie Kirk was murdered, and that she started recognizing her son and having conversations with her husband. And then really the key piece of evidence here is that we've learned that there was this text exchange in the moments after the shooting where Tyler Robinson is exchanging messages with his roommate, which authorities say Robinson was involved in a romantic relationship. And he basically told his roommate to look under his computer keyboard and find a note. And that is how the roommate learned that he was involved in the shooting of Charlie Kirk. So the number of text messages that were shared, and also in the course of those text messages, some really kind of shocking information in terms of the suspect was talking about how he left the rifle that was used in the shooting in a wooded area by the campus, and then also kind of talked about how that weapon belonged to his grandfather. And he almost seemed like he was more concerned about having to explain to his father that weapon, that firearm, was not in his possession. He didn't know how he was going to explain to his father that he didn't have that rifle anymore. And all of that is, you can see the dominoes starting to fall around him as family members and friends started identifying him and putting 2 and 2 together that he was involved in the shooting. And within hours of that, 33 hours after the shooting, he was taken into custody.
So what happens now, Ed? Is there still going to be that formal arraignment today?
Yeah, we are about half an hour away from this suspect's initial court appearance, and it will be a very brief hearing. The way it works here in Utah is that this is essentially a brief hearing to inform the suspect of the criminal charges that he will be facing. And then there's question about whether or not he has a lawyer yet, or if one needs to be appointed for him. So this will all happen very quickly. And it'll also not be a situation where we see the suspect actually in a courtroom. He is still being held in a jail, in the county jail here, without bail, and he will appear in this courtroom before this judge and the prosecutors virtually. And then sometime down the road there will be another hearing, but this will be the first time that we've seen him in any kind of fashion since he turned himself in to authorities with his mom and dad and a family friend last Thursday night here in Utah.
All right, that's CNN's Ed Lavandera talking to us live from Utah. Really appreciate that, Ed.